Now when we examine the man, we have to examine the man in standing posture. Why? Because varicocele becomes prominent in the standing posture, left sided varicocele being more common than the right because of the nutcracker effect. And the testicular volume we can assess with or without Brade's orchidometer. We have to feel for the epididymis. We have to palpate the spermatic cord between the thumb and the index finger, and always remember that the spermatic cord will consist of a tough fibrous sheath which encloses the testicular artery, the testicular vein and the vas deferens. Then we should feel for any tenderness or any nodularity in the epididymis, and we should feel for the presence or absence of testis in the scrotal sac. We should look for any hernias in the inguinal region. Digital rectal examination is not recommended these days. These days we are doing transrectal ultrasound in indicated cases when semen analysis is not adequate. So coming to the male examination, once again we see for the size and consistency of testicles, which is measured by orchidometer. Normal testicular volume is more than 20 cc. Varicocele should be examined in upright posture because that is when the dependent pampaniform plexus becomes prominent, and if you find any varicocele, we should do Doppler, scrotum and penis. And if we should look for the urethral meatus opening, because hypospadias can cause deviated ejaculation and the semen may not be deposited high up in the vagina. We should check for phimosis or inability to retract the prepuce. This condition is also important because it may predispose to some cancers because of the accumulation of smegma. We should look for the undescended testis by palpating both the testis in the scrotal sac. We should palpate for the vas in the inguinal region, and we should look for the filarial scrotum, the thickening of the scrotal skin and penis, to look for any evidence of filaria. And rectal examination must be done for prostate and seminal vesicles if TRUS is not available and semen analysis is not proper. Now what investigations we do in a man? We do urine microscopy, especially in cases when when there is an azoospermia and we feel that the man, while ejaculating, because of the inappropriate closure of the urethral sphincter, the sperm got retrograde ejaculated into the bladder itself. So in cases of azoospermia, after the ejaculation the urine is collected and looked for any spermatozoa. We do for blood sugar to rule out any diabetic vasculopathies and erectile dysfunction. We do sperm function test and seminal fluid analysis to look for fructose and pus cells. Now this is, suppose if a man is having difficulty in collecting the semen in the lab, we have this Eric aid system which helps in the erectile dysfunction. We also have this vibrator to effect ejaculation. Now coming to the male reproductive system. So first we have to discuss about the hypothalamo-pituitary testicular axis. So hypothalamus secretes GnRH, the pituitary secretes FSH which causes spermatogenesis, and the LH which acts upon the Sertoli Leydig cells to secrete the testosterone. So Leydig cells secrete testosterone under the influence of LH. Then we have to check for this is the testicular, this is the end organ or the target organ of the hypothalamo-pituitary axis. Then the sperms get collected in the epididymis where they undergo maturation. And at the time of ejaculation, all the sperms will be pushed into by serial emissions from the epididymis. The seminal vesicles and the prostate will come one by one, and ultimately the semen will be ejaculated after the closure of the bladder neck. Now we have to understand that any problem or any obstruction in this pathway can cause obstructive azoospermia. Now this is again the hypothalamo-pituitary testicular axis. So FSH and LH coming from the pituitary acts upon the testis. The LH causes testosterone secretion, the FSH causes spermatozoa. So for testiculars to produce spermatozoa, we definitely require Y chromosomes, and then in epididymis the spermatozoa maturation takes place. The vas deferens receives the fluid from the seminal vesicles which is rich in fructose.